Second place in the National Women's Soccer League this season, getting ready for a playoff rematch with last year's champions, the Portland Thorns. Kansas City has been waiting a year to get revenge for the one that got away. They had it. Playing at home, FC Kansas City was up 2-0 in the first 25 minutes last August, needing just to hold that lead to reach the NWSL final. But Portland had other ideas. Tobin Heath pulled a goal back in the first half. Emily Weimer tied it in the second half, and it was on to overtime, where Portland's Allie Long would provide the heroics that ended Kansas City's title hopes and propelled the Thorns ultimately to the inaugural league championship. 1 year later, in the same city, in the same intense heat, FC Kansas City and the Portland Thorns meet to write a new chapter in this league's first playoff rivalry. The Portland Thorns getting ready for this one. Hydration especially important on a day when it's going to be well over 100 degrees on the field as the Portland Thorns and FC Kansas City prepare to square off at Durwood Stadium. This is the first of two NWSL semifinals. Number 1 seed Seattle Reign and number 4 Washington Spirit will meet tomorrow at Memorial Stadium in Seattle. Good afternoon, everybody. Jonathan Yardley and Julie Foudy on a sizzling afternoon in Kansas City. And we've got a game with some sizzling emotion as well because, Julie, Portland ended Kansas City's dream of winning the championship a year ago.
And as a player, when you lose like that, when you're up 2 goals in 25 minutes early in the game, and you lose in that way, you think about it every single day. You can imagine these players wanting for so long just to have a chance at that rematch. So they are looking forward to it, even in this heat.
We turn to today's starting lineups. We start with Kansas City, and we start with their playmaker-forward combination, a very dangerous duo you're going to have to watch from anywhere on the field.
Lauren Holiday, U.S. soccer fans know her, of course, with the U.S. women's national team, and also the other U.S. women's national team teammate, Amy Rodriguez. Those two for Kansas City today are critical because Holiday controls everything for Kansas City. She's their engine in the middle. She's their playmaker. She's the one pulling the strings. And when she's on and she has the ball, Amy Rodriguez benefits. 13 goals in 22 games. You can see this year what a recovery coming back from giving birth to her son Ryan just a year ago.
Now, formations were a big talking point. Portland will match Kansas City with a 4-2-3-1. Once again, we're focused on the playmaker and the finisher.
The playmaker, number 9, Vero, the Spanish international. She came midway through the season, helped lift Portland into the playoffs. And this is a player that is just so much fun to watch. She's technical on the ball. She can finish. She can play make. And similar to Kansas City's Holiday, if she can get the ball for Portland today, she is going to be critical because she's going to be finding Alex Morgan, U.S. international star, who has just come off 7 months of a foot injury, came back in early June to, like Vero, help Portland into this playoff.
Portland almost didn't get here. They needed a 1-0 win over Seattle last Sunday on this Alex Morgan header, but they've made the postseason. They're trying to defend their title. Kickoff between Kansas City and Portland coming your way next. We are ready to go in Frisco. Landon Donovan, his goodbye to the U.S. national team on Friday, right back into the starting lineup as the LA Galaxy chase the Supporters' Shield on this Sunday night, taking on FC Dallas, which can clinch a playoff spot with a win in this one. Jonathan Yardley, Brian Dunseth, Monica Gonzalez with you. LA, of course, in all white, attacking right to left toward the stage end at Toyota Stadium. FC Dallas in all red, going left to right, north to south, attacking toward Main Street, Frisco, Texas. Zach Lloyd to throw in for Dallas from that right back spot. Flicked out by David Texera, starting up front. 2 goals against Seattle September 24th. He's really only been on the score sheet against Seattle this year, with Blas Perez playing for Panama in the game you just saw. He takes on a bigger role, doesn't he?
Well, you've seen some ups and downs this season for FC Dallas, but Oscar Pereira has had to change the style of this team on 3 separate occasions, starting with the injury to Mauro Diaz. Since then, he's flipped around with a few players, Blas Perez usually having the partner of Fabian Castillo, but Teixeira has come on and linked up very well with Akindelli.
Donovan and Zardis trying to combine, and Zach Lloyd able to clear it for Dallas. This is Baggio Husidic, who's been playing wide much of the year. For Husidic, only his 4th start as a central midfielder. Again, that's due to the suspension to Marcelo Sarvis for yellow card accumulation. Zardis battling with the left back Moses Hernandez, and it's out for the game's first corner kick. There's a look at Hernandez, one of the Dallas homegrown players. Went on loan to both Guatemala and Costa Rica, much more ready to challenge for playing time when he came back. You saw Donovan, you saw Gonzalez, both played for the U.S. Friday night, both in there from the start. Bruce Arena said Omar should go 90 minutes. Landon, we'll wait and see. Chris Seitz snares that one.
We got to look at the individual matchups. Match Hedges going 1v1 with Omar Gonzalez, but a bit of a surprise. Walker Zimmerman, the young center back, is going to go 1v1 his individual matchups with Alan Gordon.
Here's Texera finding room on the right. Fabian Castillo, first game in a month due to that hamstring injury. Goes end line, and Omar Gonzalez able to knock it away. Victor Ulloa, another homegrown player, sends in the cross, and Leonardo deals with it for the Galaxy. Stefan Ishizaki into the lineup with Sarvis's absence. He's in on the right side.
Well, we've talked a lot about the additions this year, and obviously Alan Gordon standing out most recently. But Dan Gargan, James Riley were big offseason acquisitions. But don't forget about Baggio Husidic. Tonight, his 32nd appearance after spending the previous 2 seasons over in Sweden. Very, very quietly has been a very strong part of this Galaxy starting 11.
They've had so much turnover. He and Juninho are the only players on the Galaxy roster to appear in every MLS game.
On Husidic, he's played so well, Ishizaki's found himself coming off the bench.
There's a look at Oscar Pareja. So long here as a player, MLS Best 11 selection, worked in the academy, and it was almost like a prodigal son returning this offseason after he spent 2 years coaching the Colorado Rapids. AJ De La Garza stepping forward, winning it for LA, and gets a foul call. Matt Hedges not happy about it. On the LA sideline, Bruce Arena has seen it all, done it all, and pretty much won it all. Couple of supporter shields, couple of MLS Cups with the Galaxy. Headed out by LA this time, and they can try a counter. Donovan to Juninho. Now to Zardis. Ishizaki to help him. Ishizaki drops it for Gordon. Michel with the slide tackle, and Dallas able to get it away. Dallas trying to respond, and Omar Gonzalez snuffs that out. A lot of space for the right back, Zach Lloyd. We've seen him at center back a lot lately for Dallas. Back to the more familiar right back role. Look at Michel stepping up. He's going end to end right now, but James Riley picks his pocket.
That's more of a wide open start than I think either coach are comfortable with. For the LA Galaxy, right off the bat, you see how quick in transition they can play themselves out of pressure and find the feet of either Zardes or Alan Gordon. For FC Dallas, every time that ball finds the feet of the number 11, Fabian Castillo, so far, dangerous things have happened in the attacking third.
And Dallas will move its personnel around. Right now, Castillo's up front, Akindele's on the right, Escobar's on the left. In 2 minutes, it could be totally different. Here's Zardis for LA. Runners in the box, looking for Landon. It's too far and runs all the way through the 6-yard box.
But whatever FC Dallas tries to do offensively, defensively, they've got to get their shape right. And right now it's stretched out. The back four finds themselves trying to keep the game in front of them, but Zardis is doing a very good job just kind of flaring out to this left-hand side. You talked about that interchanging movement with Castillo, with Escobar, with Akindelli. No matter what, one of those three players, whoever's committed going forward, they've got to find the shape, they've got to find the balance. Most importantly, they've got to protect that back four, because right now FC Dallas is wide open defensively.
One last look for Real Salt Lake. Mansali. Olmes Garcia was battling. It's still loose. Deflected just wide. And that's going to do it for Real Salt Lake in Colorado. Drama at either end to bring a conclusion to this one. Morales' shot was deflected just wide. And everybody left feeling a little empty this afternoon. Game one of the 3-game Rocky Mountain Cup finishes scoreless. And we'll take a look back at this last chance that would have been at the death.
But just when you thought Real Salt Lake had that opportunity for the full 3 points, it went missing. Ball's played in. As it comes back out, Javier Morales, great pressure. It deflects off the defender. And that's what the RSL players are asking for. Should we have been given the opportunity to play that last corner kick before Kevin Stott blew the final whistle?
Scoreless final here. Time now for the moment of the match, brought to you by Heineken. An easy choice today, Dunny. Colorado had their chance to win it, 89th minute.
That was a great job. Solignac gets inside. Aaron Mon gets caught, hand in the cookie jar, and then Dylan Powers looks to find far post side net, ends up pushing it past the outside of the left post.
You feel for Dylan Powers. No score here, the final. We'll take a short break. Come back and wrap this one up. Real Salt Lake nothing, Colorado Rapids nothing. The final from Rio Tinto. Casey Ramsey has Dodson in the box. Drops it off. Gandy Cromer does it again. Chelsea Gandy Cromer on senior day. And Auburn gets it done in overtime again. Ishizaki's chip. What a finish. LA goes on top from Stefan Ishizaki. Holiday with Rodriguez making a run off the shoulder. Great through ball. Amy Rodriguez. A-Rod puts Kansas City in front. Bunbury has Fagundes at the back post. The teenager one more time. It's 4. Diego Fagundes. Sounders killer. It's Kitchen again. Lines it up and hits it from distance. Statement game from Perry Kitchen. 2-0 DC United. She feeds it through. Holiday's on side. Puts it away. The demons of 2013 are vanquished. Kansas City's headed to the NWSL final. Collision on the throw-in kept alive. Castillo. Dallas takes the lead. Cometh the hour, cometh Fabian Castillo. And that could be the goal that puts FC Dallas back in the postseason.